Guys, this is Crypto Coin Investor. Today we're going to take a look at Stellar Lumens, particularly the Stellar Lumens USD pair as well as the Stellar Lumens Bitcoin pair. So a few days back I made a video about it, discussing both of these pairs, where I mentioned that we are under 20-day moving average. So what is 20-day moving average? So this white line that you see here, let me make it a little bit less complex for you guys. Okay, so you see this white line. This is very important on the weekly time frame, and we were under this white line, which basically shows that the bears are in control. Now once you are above this white line starts acting as support and the bulls are in control. We are in a very exciting stage right now because this white line, this is 20-day moving average, we are just above it, but this week has just started, so we really do not know if we will be able to close above it. It looks like we will be, judging by the MACD here, which gives us an idea of where the market is going. It gives us an idea. It's not perfect, but it does give us an idea whether the bulls are in control or if the bears are in control. It looks like the bulls are not totally in control, but the bears are losing their edge, because you can see that it is fading. The red color is fading, which shows that the bulls are slowly taking the control back from the bears. Again, they are not totally in control until and unless we flip to the green side here, like we did earlier. You see this huge pump. This is what happens when the bulls are in control. So we are still in accumulation stage, and until and unless we are able to close above this white line that you see here, do not get too excited. I am really happy to see Stellar Lumens finally moving, because the monthly, this is the weekly, but if you see the monthly chart, you can see that we have already flipped to the green side here. You can see that we have already flipped to the green side, and judging by the previous momentum, I hope it was green here as well. It's just not available to us. You can see that there is a sudden pump and then we move up, and you can see that here we were at just $0.007 and it went to $95 in 4 months. So this is what happens when there's a huge accumulation period. And just like last time, you can see that here we had a huge accumulation period from 1st of December 2014 till 1st of March 2017. So that's nearly 2.5 years of accumulation. And here as well, we have been accumulating since February 1st 2019, or I would say 1st January 2019, and we have been accumulating. We have been in this very range from 13 cents to as low as 0.023, which we touched in the month of March. We have been in this accumulation range from the past 1.5 years now, and we have just flipped to the green side, and this is great news because on the macro level the bulls are now in control. And another exciting thing to see that is on the monthly time frame, this 20-day moving average, we have been able to close above it. We were actually able to close above it in the back in month of July, and that is when I turned bullish. I was super excited when I saw the MACD flipping to the green side back in month of July. That is when I started buying all the dips, and I've been buying dips ever since then. I mean, I bought a lot of Stellar Lumens here, I bought a lot of Stellar Lumens here, not totally the bottom, but I have been averaging in, because this basically shows that yes, the good times are coming on the macro level. So if you do not like to stick onto your screen, if you do not like to stare on the screen entire day, I mean, this is what you should be doing. I mean, this is how you play it, because most of the people just lose it on the day trading levels. I don't like to day trade. I am much better this way, and this gives me enough time to sell because I know when the trend reversal is happening. So in the future, let's say in 2022, maybe we are about to flip to the red side, just like you see here. I might start selling my Stellar Lumens, all of it. So never sell all of your bag in one go, and never buy an entire bag in one go. This is what most of us do not do. Okay, enough preaching talk, enough pep talk. So let's see what else is happening. So what are the levels I'm looking for? Let's look at the daily. And let's change this to 200 moving average because we are now in a daily. And let me let you move cloud real quick, but this will tell us where the market is going on the micro level. Okay, so here you can see we have entered this area of resistance now, and the outline of this area is going to act as resistance. So this is good that we have entered here, but I see heavy resistance at around 0.095 level. So this was previously a strong area of support back in the month of September, and we held on to the support for a fairly long time. And I'm expecting Stellar to get rejected at this area of resistance. I would like Stellar to, get rejected there, come down, test these levels again, like 8-cent level, and then perhaps move to the upside, because nothing goes up in a straight line. I would rather see Stellar go up like this, like in a zigzag way, and then moving to the upside. And by the way, talking about moving to the upside, the next level to look out for is 11 cents. So we touched this level and stayed on this level for a long time, so I'm expecting some resistance at this level as well. And after that, the sky is, I would say, pretty clear, and I see Stellar touching 15 cents after this. Let's take a look at the weekly. So let me change this to 20-day moving average real quick. So you can see that this is area of resistance, and same thing here. I mean, this 95 cents, this is going to be not 95.095. 9-cent area is heavy resistance zone, I would say. Heavy resistance. I'll be really surprised. I mean, we need a really strong volume here to go through this in one go, but I don't think we'll pass through this in one go, and this will give us some short opportunities as well. Anyway, let's take a look at the Stellar BTC chart real quick. Okay, so this is the Stellar BTC chart from the Poloniex cryptocurrency exchange, and here you can see as well that the bears are slowly losing control over it. There is heavy resistance area because we are at the outline of this Ichimoku cloud, and this is going to act as heavy resistance. But I do think that hopefully next week we will be able to enter this cloud and maybe then accumulate for a few weeks and then move to the upside. Or another scenario which I can see happening is we can accumulate just underneath the cloud here and then move to the upside. So that can happen as well. So let me, that's not the one. So we may go like this, and then we can break to the upside. And then I do see Stellar touching 1600 sats in a few weeks or so. This is what I see happening. Obviously, another alternate way to break out from this air resistance zone is accumulating inside the cloud, because then this area, the 739 sats area, will start acting as support, and we are free to touch this and then break to the upside. I guess you get the idea. And this is what I see happening on the macro scale. Of course, if there is really amazing news and there's super high volume, we can go up like this as well. But we would have to get really amazing news to get volume of this sort, because the whales will have to buy all the bags from the people, and that's not what I see happening in the short term. Maybe, who knows, Stellar becomes a reserve currency of the United States or so. I don't know, and they are working with the government closely, so who knows. Let me remove this real quick. So let's see on the monthly, because that is where the spicy things are happening. So that is where I focus on. So on the monthly, you can see that we have extremely high resistance at 916 sats or so. And in the month of July, we got rejected by this monthly resistance. So that is how strong and how important is this monthly resistance, because once you're able to close above this monthly resistance, it will start acting as support instead of resistance. You can see that in the past, back in the month of September 2017, it was acting as a resistance. In the month of October 2017, it was acting as resistance. But once we were able to close above it in the month of November, and this is when the whales will enter, this is when the bots will enter, and they will buy all of your stellar. And then you can see this massive pump happening. And this is what I see happening as well. I mean, I told you when I was discussing the stellar Bitcoin chart a couple of minutes back that I see stellar accumulating here and then moving to the upside. I said that because there's a huge chance that we may see a scam big here, or maybe touch 1200 sats there before we go down again, and then maybe in the month of November or December we are finally able to close above this white line here, and then we can move to the upside. Talking about upside, the Ichimoku moving average, this red line that you say, this is going to act as resistance, and guess where it is? It is at the 2600 sats, which I mentioned as my final target of the wave 1. So I drew this arrow in opposite direction, but you get the idea. Let me draw it correctly. So 2600 sats, that's my final target for the first wave. So we can touch this, we can come down, accumulate here again, above this white line, just like that here. How we pumped from 326 sats to 957, and then we bent down, we accumulated, and if accumulated just above this white line, the 20-day moving average on the monthly, around 650 sats, and then we pumped again. So we went from 350 sats, we touched 900 sats, that's nearly 300% up, and then we came down 600 sats, 50% correction, ideal, and then we pumped up again. This is what I see happening. We may see a scam back to 2600 sats, then we can come down around 1500 sats, or maybe, I don't know, 1200 sats or so. It doesn't matter when you're looking at the long pitch, and then we can finally go to the Nirvana land or moon, or whatever you want to call it. So that is how I see stellar lumens faring out, and that's all about it. Hope you like this video. I do not want you to become a moon boy. Act responsibly, and profit is profit. It doesn't matter if you are able to 200% or 300% out of it. Do not cry later on if stellar pumps 6,000% or so, or if US declares it as the main currency. I'm not saying it will be, but who knows, maybe US dollar gets deployed, the digital US dollar gets deployed on the stellar, because the stellar people are really, Stellar Development Foundation is actually working very closely with the US government. But who knows? It's a long process, so don't hold on to your bags for long. The Bitcoin is the main coin, the Ethereum is the second important coin. Try to accumulate either of these currencies for long term. That's because that is what I am going to do. I don't want to fall in love with my bags, and I do not want my followers to fall in love with their bags. Anyway, that's all about it. Hope you like this video. Give us a like and share with your friends. Also stay subscribed for more cryptocurrency, ICO news, and price analysis. Bye bye.